The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 16 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participate safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, visit ghsa.net. Follow GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at official GHSA. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their support of high school athletics and activities. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Technical College System of Georgia, Gatorade, Wilson, Easy Go, Mizuno, Sport Medicine South, U.S. Army, Regions Bank, and Georgia Army National Guard.
The wait is over. It's game time on WZOT 101.9. This is Rockmart High Football, presented by
the John Purser Allstate Agency, Floyd Medical, the Nathan Dean Agency.
All right, welcome to Rockmart High School football here. We're just about 3 minutes away from kickoff, and I'm Art Lumpkin along with David Williams and Michael Gravitt, and we got the coin toss. Got the captains heading out there. Who we got tonight, Michael?
Yeah, our captains for tonight is number 74, Bennett Vest, number 9, Hayden Rayburn, number 62, Timothy Malone, and number 26, Zorian Hendricks. So those are your captains for our first round of the state playoffs.
All right, we'll wait and see who wins the toss. Rockmart dressed in all black tonight, black jerseys, black pants, with the black helmets with the shining gold R on the side of them, or yellow jacket. I never have been able to tell what that was from up here. But South Atlanta in dark blue pants with white jerseys, white helmets. So white jerseys against the black jerseys here tonight. And they're getting ready to flip the coin. And we'll see who wins the toss here in just a moment. It looks like they're flipping it now with about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Looks like Rockmart won the toss. We'll see what they want to do. And we'll see here. They're going to line them up. Rockmart will be moving from our left to our right as we look down at the field. Rockmart won the toss, and they elected to receive. Going to put the offense out there on the field first tonight. And the run-through is going to say just us. It's not white, it's gold paper. In big black letters, it says just us. And so let's justice for just us.
Yeah, that's Rockmart. I like their choice field position here. They got South Atlanta kicking into the wind, and it's a pretty steep wind out there tonight.
And the run-through tears apart with the wind as the players run through it. So the wind tore the run-through apart as the cheerleaders raised it up, and the players ran on through it. It didn't take much for the wind to help them out there. We're just about a minute and a half away from kickoff. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to get this game started.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
Barnett Heating and Air has been in business for 16 years, earning the trust and respect of the folks in our area. They install and service all brands of equipment, but specialize in new installations of train equipment. Barnett also offers 24-hour emergency service. Phone 678-757-8512.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Yellow Jackets play-by-play action continues on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here. Jackets getting ready to receive.
Yeah, they'll be moving from our left to our right. South Atlanta will be kicking off into the wind to start the game from our right to our left, and just they chose that, not us. They chose which way to kick, so they chose to kick into the wind. We're going to get you a little noise from the crowd here in just a second. And so you'll have a feel for what's going on. The stands are filling up. It's not the biggest crowd we've had this year, but it is a cold, wet night. It just quit raining just a few minutes ago, and it has misted rain most of the day. And it just stopped just shortly ago. Rockmart back deep to receive. Juke Boozer standing in the middle of the field on about the 10-yard line. He's got back there with him Marcus Smith, number 2, and Javen Watley, number 6. And so they're ready to get this game started. Juke Boozer, sophomore, he's been a big part of this season. And he's ready right in the middle of the field, standing on about the 10-yard line, ready to get this thing started.
They took a sledgehammer and slammed it on our field. Did you see that? When they were getting their pregame deal going over here just now.
They just made a divot. It's so muddy out there.
Little ankle.
Kicker gets about a 10-yard, 15-yard drop. He's going to run about 15 yards to get to the ball to kick it off here. And here he comes to the ball. He gets his foot into it, and it's a high, short kick. Going to be fielded on the far side of the field by Marcus Smith. He comes to the middle of the field. He runs through a tackle. He's across the 35 to the 40, steps outside 45, 50, stiff arms a man and dives across the 45-yard line. No flag on the play. That is a great start for Rockmart. That's a good return by Marcus Smith. He fielded on about the 15-yard line and brought it upfield to the right and crossed midfield and got it out to the, they say he was out of bounds all the way out at the 36-yard line. So Rockmart with great field position to start their opening drive here on the South Atlanta 36-yard line.
That was a great return by Marcus Smith.
I tell you, we set up the wall good around this left side for him.
All right, we're going to send Juke Boozer wide to the left. Marcus Smith in the backfield, standing beside Dylan Bailey. They're going to hand it off. No, Bailey going to keep it himself. He's across the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That's a good run by the quarterback. Picked up 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go. Positive yards on first down for Rockmart. The fake handoff was to Marcus Smith. He faked going to the left, and Bailey kept it going to the right. Same formation. They're in the wing T. The Watley brothers are the wing backs. Now we're going to give it to Javen coming around the right side. We got a flag, probably holding. He's across the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, but this one will come back. There is a flag laying at the 31-yard line. They're going to bring it back, probably in the area of holding. The officials have motioned to the flags to stand still. And it is holding against Rockmart. It'll be marked off from the 31-yard line. And it'll be second down and 11 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets after that holding penalty. They'll take the ball back to the 41. They've got to get almost to the 30 for a first down. So it's second down and 11 with 11 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. On this opening drive, Rockmart with positive yards, but a holding penalty. We talked about it before the game. We cannot make mistakes and win in playoff football, and a mistake early cost us a penalty, touchdown there. Same formation, Boozer to the left, and a man jumped off sides, and I believe that'll be against South Atlanta. Both teams pointing to each other. The South Atlanta man moved first, made contact with the Rockmart tight end, and the tight end jumped. And the officials are going to talk about it. They're going to change. Nope, they're going to mark it off. I don't know what they're going to do. They're having a conference. So we'll see. This should be a good officiating crew here tonight. And false start against Rockmart, and that's another mistake. So it'll be second down and 16 yards to go. The tight end moved. He was drawn off sides initially was the call by a South Atlanta defender. The South Atlanta defender clearly moved first.
They're lined up off sides.
They lined up off sides. Bailey, he's going to give it to Marcus Smith, and they're going to give us that 5 yards back. Defensive end on the South Atlanta side was lined up off sides.
We'll
the
take
South
that 5
Atlanta
back.
players are motioning as to what happened. They couldn't see number 50 lined up off sides.
He was clearly offsides.
He's got his jersey pulled up above his shoulder pads, but part of his number is showing. And number 50, he's going to go to the opposite side. They line up in a 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen. Bailey takes a snap, gives it to ZJ going right. He's got blocking. He's across the 35-30. He's got running room to the 20, 15. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. That's a good run by ZJ Watley. Took it down to the – and there is a flag. No flag. Did I see a flag?
No, they're bringing it on.
They're going to move the change forward, and they are giving the Rockmart sideline a sideline warning.
That was a Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down.
That was a Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down, and it'll be first and goal from inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line, just inside the 10-yard line. We send a receiver wide to the right and one to the left. We're going to give it to that's Javen Watley going to the right, and he just has to push his way to get back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain. He might have got a foot out of it, took it to the 9-yard line, and it'll be second and goal from the 9. All right, you got to push it in, Yellow Jackets. And the blocking gave way on the right side of the Rockmart offensive line on that play. Javen trying to get to the outside, but South Atlanta got penetration and didn't allow us to get around the edge. Bailey in the shotgun. We're in the wing T. He's going to give it to Marcus Smith, who cuts upfield and dives forward to the 5-yard line. Lost his footing down there on that wet field. It'll be third and goal at the 5. Tripped up just a little bit. Had it been a dry turf, he might have regained his footing. Dove forward, got to the 5-yard line, but there was a hole there. Somebody got a finger on his toe as he went through the line of scrimmage. Boozer wide to the left. Marcus Smith, the running back, standing right beside Bailey. He's going to give it to Smith going left this time. Jumps across the line of scrimmage. And he's down at about the 4-yard line. Very minimal gain. So fourth down. First critical call here for Coach Parson. And it looks like we're going to bring in the field goal unit. Nope, we're going to bring in the goal line offense. We bring Dylan Bailey off the field. Marcus Smith is in there. Will he be the quarterback? He will.
Got to push it in there.
And Javen Watley will be the running back. Standing right beside Smith. Smith going to keep it. He's trying to get to the edge. He's tackled at the 3-yard line, and Rockmart is held on a 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. No points. So on a 4th and 4, we choose to go for the touchdown rather than kick the field goal and come away with no points on the opening drive with 9:16 on the clock. But we've seen, at least in the middle of the field, we can move the ball on these guys. Now you're going to have to be able to push them back and get a push at the line of scrimmage in short yardage situations at the goal line. And we were not able to do it on that drive. South Atlanta with their first possession inside the 5-yard line at the 3. They had 12 men in the huddle, but they come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to split a receiver wide to the right side, ball on the left hash. Quarterback takes a snap from under center, gives it to him. He's hit in the backfield. Is it going to be a safety?
That's 2 right there.
It should be a safety. Are they going to say he was?
No way.
They're going to say
There's
that
no
he
way.
had
that's a bad
forward
call.
progress.
We had him
to
wrapped
the
up.
1-yard line. He was tackled.
He was hit at the goal line.
He was hit at the goal line, and they spot the ball at the 1-yard line. I would love to see a replay. It's second down and 12.
That should be 2 for the Yellow Jackets right there.
This team sends a lot of men on and off the field after each play. Looks like they call the play and send the play in with a player coming off the sideline. And they got a 2nd and 12 situation here. Quarterback under center. They're in the I formation. He's going to give it to the tailback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He gets across the line of scrimmage to about the 3. It'll be 3rd down and 10. So South Atlanta just trying to fight their way out of their own end zone.
Tackle was made there by number 68 for the Yellow Jackets, Deacon Allen.
3rd and 10. So clearly a passing situation. Will they try to throw the ball out of their own end zone? 3rd and 10, a ball at the 3-yard line. Player comes off the sideline again. He runs all the way over to the coach, gets a play, and then comes back in and gives a play to the team. They're going to wear their quarterback out going to the sideline after every play. They're in the I formation, 2 tight ends and 1 receiver wide to the right. Got a man in motion going to the right. They hand it off. He breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's got some blocking. He did not get the first down. He got outside on the right side, but thankfully our corner came up from that side and made the stop. It'll be 4th down and 4, and South Atlanta forced a punt. That's a good start for the Rockmart defense to hold there after Rockmart had a great drive and got it down to the 3-yard line and couldn't punch it in on 4th and goal.
It's a great job by the Yellow Jacket defensive front there. Couldn't get my words out, Mark.
Javen Watley standing back on his own, or on the Hornet 35-yard line waiting on this punt. Punter standing at the goal line with about a 9-yard drop. And he barely got it off. It bounces at the 10-yard line, and it's going to roll dead right there. The ball rolls dead at the 9-yard line. That is about a 2-yard punt. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after this message.
Conquer any terrain with BF Goodrich tires and experience off-road performance that defies expectations. Now, extreme toughness and traction come with a little extra savings.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street.
If it is new landscaping or a landscape makeover, Four Seasons Landscaping can make it happen. They specialize in irrigation, plant design and installation, sod, and much more. Call 678-757-1616 for a free estimate. Four Seasons Landscaping, proudly sponsoring Rockmart High Sports.
All right, 2 receivers split to the left. 2 wing backs in, no running back. Bailey, he's going to give it to Z.J. Watley going left, and he is hit in the backfield and going to be driven back to the 15-yard line. And that play developed slowly. Bailey handed it off to Z.J., and there was a man cut through the line of scrimmage on a stun and was back there, tackled Watley about 5 yards deep.
Yeah, we just missed him. He come right through the line on us.
It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 14-yard line. We send Cooper wide to the right, Boozer to the left, Bailey in the shotgun. We're going to have to spread them out and throw it a little bit. Low snap, Bailey to throw. He's got Boozer wide open and overthrew him just a little bit. The ball was out of bounds. He was open and he laid it up. He should have threw that one on the line. And he connected. The defender was deep in the end zone. Boozer was about halfway back by himself, about 4 yards from the defender. The wind could have played a factor on that pass. The wind is blowing pretty good, and it's blowing in the direction the ball was thrown. 6:02 on the clock here in the first quarter. No score. Rockmart with another 3rd and goal from the 15-yard line. Bailey sends Z.J. Watley in motion. He's going to throw. He's looking to the right. He's got a man open. Boozer in the end zone. Touchdown. Juke Boozer come across the field. Bailey rolled to his right. It looked like his initial receiver he was looking at was Chandler Cooper. He looked off of Cooper and found Boozer running through the back of the end zone and threw the pass right in the middle of the field. Rockmart leads 6-0 now with 5:54 on the clock here in the first quarter, and we'll attempt the extra point. We had a touchdown comeback early because of a holding penalty. We went for it on 4th and goal, didn't make it, but Rockmart scores that time. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. Rockmart leading 7-0 here with 5:54 left in this first playoff game.
I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
TNT Insulation. Whether it is hot or cold weather, keep your power bill at a comfortable temperature by contacting TNT Insulation. Call today for an insulation inspection. Timmy Montgomery can handle your insulation needs. They also specialize in spray foam insulation. Call today at 770-864-1887.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left in this first quarter. Jackets score first here. That play was a three-play drive coming off of a bad punt by South Atlanta. We got the ball on the 9-yard line, and on the third play, a 13-yard pass from Dylan Bailey to Juke Boozer put the Jackets up 7-0.
All right, Noah Hughes to kick. Kicking from our left to our right. They got a man back at the 12-yard line. High, short kick, fielded at the 15. He'll come to the middle of the field. He's got some running room. He's across the 35. We're going to have to tackle him at the 40 and finally get him down there. He tried to run over a couple of guys, pushing his way, and we did not cover the kick well. Yet again, that has been a flaw this season, and we give South Atlanta there good field position at the 39-yard line. It's their own 39-yard line, still on their own side of the 50.
Tackle made there by number 30, Chandler Cooper.
But you got to do a better job. They set up a wedge and had an opening right in the middle of the field. South Atlanta comes to the line of scrimmage. They split a receiver wide to the left. They line up number 75, maybe the biggest kid on their team, as the fullback in the backfield. Quarterback under center. They're going to snap the ball and hand it to the tailback, and he is hit immediately by Big Deacon Allen. 5 yards deep and 4 yards deep in the backfield. Back to the 35-yard line. Deacon Allen was all over him the moment he will receive the handoff.
Deacon got through that line with no problem at all on that play.
It looked like he hit a Mack truck coming through that line when he got head-to-head with Deacon.
I think Deacon's saying, hey, I tackled him way back there, not over here.
Yeah, he made first contact, they say, at the 35-yard line. And it's second down and 14 yards to go for South Atlanta, dressed in all white jerseys, dark blue pants. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They may have to throw the ball. Quarterback in the shotgun. Tight end right side. They bring a receiver in motion to the right. They're going to fake the handoff.
He drops it.
He dropped the pitch. I don't know what the play was. I don't know if he was running an option there, and he optioned late after he was hit in the backfield.
That's what it looked like, that he was running that option, but he was hit about the time he pitched it.
A little flag there on the play.
This may be on us. They may get us for offsides here. We'll see. Or we may decline it. Coach is saying he wants to decline it.
I think
the ball is spotted back on the 25-yard line. Chop block against South Atlanta.
Yeah, that flag came late in that play.
So a chop block against South Atlanta, and the ball at the 25-yard line. Rockmart will decline the penalty, and it'll be third down. They got to get it all the way out to the 49, so that's third down and 24 yards to go. So South Atlanta going backwards. They got 2 receivers to the short side of the field up to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking to throw, rolls to his right. He does throw and overthrows his intended receiver, kind of through his hands. It was a little high, but it was catchable. Went right through the receiver's hands, and so South Atlanta forced a punt. Yet again, their last punt resulted in about a 9-yard try.
And I tell you what, the Jackets, what we've been seeing the last couple of weeks with the punt team here, that we're going after the kicks on about every one of the punts now.
So the punter takes a little deeper drop this time. Last time he stopped at his goal line and took about an 8-yard drop. He takes the full 14 this time. High snap. We got a man in there who almost blocked it. High short punt again. Bounces at the 40 and takes a Rockmart bounce. And it'll be fielded at the 37 by South Atlanta Hornet. And we'll take a quick commercial break. Rockmart leading
Hey
7-0.
everyone, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Supercenter right across from Rockmart High School. Come find out why we're the region champs in the car business. Get a Days deal once, you're a customer for life. Enjoy the game. Go Jackets.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
All right, 2 receivers to the left. Rockmart going to throw. He's got Juke Boozer in the back of the end zone covered. It's just off of his fingertips. Good coverage by the South Atlanta Hornets.
I tell you, the Jackets had good. We've had good field position on starting out. It's sitting right now on the South Atlanta 38-yard line.
Our defense doing a good job keeping them at bay and keeping them pushed way back on their end of the field.
So 2 receivers to the left. That's Cooper and Boozer. It's 2nd down and 10 after an incomplete pass. Bailey in the shotgun. He brings a man in motion. Illegal motion, I believe, against the Yellow Jackets. I don't believe we ever got set.
Offsides on South Atlanta.
Offsides on South Atlanta. Defensive end, again, are the outside linebackers lining up offsides.
Our A-plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard got Carrollton up 7-0 over Riverwood. International Charter got Calhoun up 7-0 over Fannin County. Bremen up 7-0 over Union County. Douglas of Atlanta up 7-0 over Pepperell. That Calhoun is up now 14-0 over Fannin.
So 2nd and 5 now after an incomplete pass on 1st down and offsides against South Atlanta on 2nd down. 2 receivers to the left. Bailey to throw. He's got a man open going down the middle, and he had to get rid of it too quick. He had a man wide open going down the sideline here. Z.J. Watley out of the end zone. And didn't see him, but he was under pressure and just had to get rid of the ball. 3rd down and 5. The ball at the 34 here with 4:03 left in the first quarter. We send C.J. Culver off to the sideline. He was in on that last play. Chandler Cooper wide to the right side, the short side of the field. Bailey takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it himself. He's got running room. 20,
go, Bailey, go.
15, 10. Touchdown, Dylan Bailey. That is a 34-yard run, 33-yard run from scrimmage on a 3rd and 5 by Dylan Bailey. That is the perfect read. He read the linebackers, moved with the running back who came in motion. We faked that little speed sweep. He made the perfect read, pulled it down, and ran it himself, 33 yards for a touchdown. Yellow Jackets leading 13-0 with 3:54, and will attempt the extra point. Bailey to hold, Noah Hughes to kick. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is good. That makes it 14-0 Yellow Jackets.
That play was executed perfectly.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message.
If you insure your house and your car with Allstate, you'll save money. Up to 10% off the auto bill and 15% off the home insurance. The Allstate home and auto discounts. More convenient, more reasonable.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. T-La-Lay31 writes, having dinner with my little buddy at Chick-fil-A and he found the slide. We may never leave. Aw, sounds like fun, T. It's the little things that bring kids to the dinner table. Now, getting them off the slide, that's another story. May we suggest nuggets and dipping sauce? Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with #TheLittleThings.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first quarter. The Jackets go up 14-0 over the South Atlanta Hornets on a 4-play drive ending with a Dylan Bailey 33-yard touchdown run.
All right, there's an offsides against Rockmart on the kickoff. Rockmart got ahead of the kicker and crossed the line of scrimmage before the ball was kicked. And that will move the kick back to the 35-yard line. Noah Hughes will kick it from there. He kicked that one a little better down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we need to
he'll need to really get his foot into this one.
I was going to say, we need to know it to pin them back as far as we can get them.
The wind will be at his back here as he
help.
kicks. And the little orange flags on top of the goalpost are moving. So there is a wind at his back. Hey, the cheerleaders are not here tonight. I guess this is JV or middle school.
Yeah, it's JV.
Maybe we can get an update on how they did today.
They advanced.
He kicks this ball back to the 10-yard line, and they'll bring it upfield. He's got some blocking. He's out across the 25, still running. He's hit hard at about the 28. Finally down near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him. A little better job of kick coverage there, about an 18-yard return. There is a flag on somebody over there after the play was over.
We're going to give credit to number 5 on the tackle there, Peyton Morris.
We've got a kid coming out of the pile late.
I tell you
there
what,
is a flag on the play.
He was tripped up and then hit by Peyton Morris, and then just a host of jackets took him down after that.
Yeah, I think they give.
Little extracurricular on some team. We'll see who it is. 15 yards would be a tough.
It's going to be against Rockmart.
That's going to be against Rockmart. Personal foul, and that's the kind of mistakes you cannot make. I've said that now twice. And that's the kind of mistakes you cannot make. And I'm sure Coach Parson will have a discussion with whoever the guilty party is and ensure that doesn't happen again.
And I tell you, the South Atlanta, some of the coaches are up here next to us, and they have went in and out of this booth.
And they didn't get here after the game started.
25 times since the game started.
South Atlanta with the ball at the 44-yard line. They send a receiver wide to the left. They got that big fullback, number 75, biggest kid on the team in the game. They're in the I formation. They're going to give it to the tailback. He follows that fullback, but he is hit hard and brought down after about – they say he's going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. I don't see it. He was hit in the backfield by Marcus Smith, who came flying up from the corner position to make the stop.
And he's a big guy. Marcus Smith didn't take nothing off that. He laid into him.
They send that big fullback. He's number 72. I said 75. He definitely missed a block that time. Send him off the field. They got they're going to send a receiver wide to the left side on the far side of the field, the ball on the right hash. Quarterback looks to the sideline. They broke the huddle. Now they're going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. They're in the wing tee. Quarterback under center. Wing back in motion coming to the left. He's going to run the option. He pitches it to him. We hit him in the backfield. We're going to get him. Yes, we did at the 40-yard line. They pitched it to the running back. Tried to run a little option. We covered the quarterback. And then got a man back there on the pitch man.
That was Jai Pinson that
he hit him first.
That got back there and hit him first back there.
And then number 22 is going to get credit for the tackle, Kyron Roberts.
But Jai Pinson made the first hit. Jai's gotten a lot of playing time.
Jai stepped up these past couple of weeks.
Yep, he stepped in for the
Payne
Culver, who started at safety most of the year and has been injured the last 3 weeks. 3 or 4. They got 2 receivers to the right. 3rd and 13, the ball at the 40-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw under pressure, and it's almost intercepted in and out of the hands of a cornerback who just stepped in front of the pass at midfield, and they'll be forced to punt. It's 4th down and 13 yards to go. Ball at the 40, their own 40. And so they'll have to punt.
That was Marcus Smith that batted the ball down that almost intercepted it.
He missed a chance. He was looking upfield to run. He let that ball get to his shoulder pads, and he missed it, and he knows it.
If he had caught that, he had a wide open space down that left side over there.
He was already looking at the goal line. Should have made that catch, and he knows it. Coming off the field, the senior disappointed that he didn't make it. All right, they're forced to punt. 4th and 13, the ball at the 40-yard line. The punter standing back at the 27. There's a snap. Bad snap again, but he gets it off. A little better punt. Hits at the 45 and checks up right there. Rockmart will have it on their own 44 when we come back after this quick break.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is. Thanks to a home equity line of credit from family, I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here. Jackets up 14-0 at first quarter, minute 47 left.
Bailey in the shotgun. They got him in the wing tee, 2 receivers to the left. He's going to give it off. No, kept the handoff. He faked the handoff to Marcus Smith, and the defense was not fooled that time, a loss of a yard. And he might ought to handed it to Marcus that time. Marcus thought he had given it to him, but he pulled it out at the last minute and lost a yard on the play. It's 2nd down and 11. We're going to move it back a little further to the 43. 2nd down and 11. We've got 2 receivers in there, C.J. Culver, Juke Boozer. Culver going to line up at almost a tight end spot. Boozer standing right beside him on the right side. Bailey in the shotgun, going to give it to Javen Watley coming around the right. He's got some blocking, crosses a 50, lowers his shoulder, runs over a man for a first down at the 45. That's where he's out of bounds. They say you got to cross the 45 to the 44-yard line. Javen Watley just lowered his shoulder and ran over a man at the 45-yard line. That's another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down. Visit Clay Birch at 1705 Nathan Dean bypass.
I tell you, they got a late lick on Dylan back there when that lineman came through the line after he had handed the ball off. He stuck his hand up in his face and punched him in the helmet. I'm surprised he didn't get called for that. 1st and 10,
same formation. Receivers up close on the right side, and Bailey to throw. And there is a whistle before the play started. They blew the flag, blow it dead, offsides, an illegal motion against Rockmart. Somebody moved early. I didn't see who it was. So it'll be 1st and 15. We've made a lot of mistakes here early in this football game and still lead 14-0 with about 17 seconds left in the first quarter. I wonder if we'll get another playoff before the quarter ends. 13 seconds now. We've made a lot of mistakes and still lead by 14 points. They're in the shotgun. Bailey got Marcus Smith in the backfield with him. 2 wing backs in the game. We're going to give it to Marcus Smith coming right at the middle of the field, 45-40. He steps through a tackle at the 35, 30, 25. He's got blocking down inside the 15-yard line. That is a great run by the senior Marcus Smith, and another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket. First down and no time left here in the first quarter. We'll go into the second quarter leading 14-0.
That was a great run by Marcus.
All right, as we head into the second quarter, the Jackets up 14-0 and threatening to score here. We'll be right back after this.
It's Timbo's Smokehouse on the move, barbecue, ribs, and pulled pork. Look for Timbo's gleaming white food truck in front of the Raceway in Rockmart, Georgia on Thursdays. That's Timbo's Smokehouse, smoker in tow and barbecue to go. Call for catering too at 770-634-3840.
It doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior or a star under the local lights. Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab is here to keep you healthy on and off the field. Our licensed and certified therapists and trainers provide quality health care designed to get you back on your feet. Our urgent care offices are conveniently located where you work and play. Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab offers the experience and technology needed to get you back in the game. Find out more at floyd.org.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Barnett Heating and Air has been in business for 16 years, earning the trust and respect of the folks in our area. They install and service all brands of equipment, but specialize in new installations of train equipment. Barnett also offers 24-hour emergency service. Phone 678-757-8512.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, Rockmart on the high end of the field now. The field looks a little better on this end toward Carlton Farms. Moving from our right to our left. Receiver split wide to the left. Bailey in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Z.J. Watley. He's got a hole. 5, touchdown, stepped into the end zone almost untouched. That's a 13-yard run for number 3. Z.J. Watley, the senior, gets in the end zone with 11:57 left. 3 seconds into the second quarter, Rockmart scores, makes it 20-0 here early in the second quarter. Noah Hughes to kick to attempt the extra point. Up to this point, South Atlanta has not even attempted to block the extra point. They just stand up when the ball is snapped. There's a snap. The kick is up. One man came through, and the kick is good. And that makes it 21-0. Rockmart.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either. They don't. They make no attempt to block the extra point.
I've got A-Plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard update. Got Rome up 21-0 over Maynard Jackson. My reporter in Union County has said that at the end of the first, it's Bremen up 7-0 there.
And Bremen plays kind of a low-scoring type game, and so I would look for that one not to be a high-scoring affair. Now, they may end up 50-something at the end.
And my reporter at the Cedartown game, I got people all over. St. Pius is up, just scored, went up 7-0 over Cedartown. But here in Rockmart, as we start the second quarter, the first play of the second quarter, Jackets take it in. A Z.J. Watley 13-yard run put the Jackets up 21-0.
Woo, I still don't feel comfortable. Up 3 scores. 11:57 left here in the second quarter, and we need to get a stop. Noah Hughes to kick. Another high, short kick. Kicked out of bounds at the 38-yard line, 33-yard line.
We got to pin these boys back.
I don't know what's going on with our kicker tonight, but that is not a good result. He's got to do a better job. He's a senior and has done a great job all year, but he's got to do a better job than that.
Yeah, we get in the caliber of teams that you're going to have to pin them way back.
Of course, he was kicking into the wind, but he
wind
kicked it high.
The wind didn't impact that. That come off his foot odd. Sloppy field. I don't know. They're going to give it to him. The ball was kicked out of bounds at the 33, and they'll mark off. They should mark off 5 yards from there and give it to him. They're going to mark it at the 40. They say it went out of bounds at the 35.
My reporter in Bremen at Union County has just said Bremen has gone up 14-0.
Maybe a high-scoring affair there tonight.
Yep.
Bremen with that offense, high-scoring, blow-them-out style offense. And here, South Atlanta in the power I with big number 72 at fullback. Quarterback under center. Takes a snap, gives it to his tailback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to pick up 4 yards. Took it to the 44. He just pushed his way forward.
Big 72 finally got him a block in there.
Yeah, he did.
Tackle was made there by number 21 for the Yellow Jackets, Keelan Pitts.
I tell you, if big number 72 pounds on us up the middle all night.
We'll be a little sore on that one.
It's second down and 6. The ball at the 44. They got to get to midfield for a first down. They got a receiver wide to the right. That's the short side of the field. They're at the right hash. Quarterback under center in the I formation. Fullback move, no flag. Tailback runs it to the left, and we're going to bottle him up in the line of scrimmage. and I know you block and hold your block, but they had a guard who was pushing the pile backwards there. And it's 3rd and 5. They did pick up a yard. 3rd and 5. The ball spotted right at the 45. Number 62 for South Atlanta was pushing the pile backwards, trying to help us out a little bit.
The tackle was made there by a host of Yellow Jackets.
On that left side of the Jacket defensive front, Deacon Allen's over there, and he's tough to run against. Right side, rather, of the Jacket defensive front. They line up in the power, the wing T with 2 tight ends. We got a man lined up off sides, but there's no call. Quarterback under pressure as he rolls to his right, looking to throw. He's going to dump it off, and Marcus Smith breaks it up. Great job by Marcus Smith, and that'll be 4th down. Marcus jumped up in the air and broke it up. The quarterback just threw that up almost for grabs, but it was in the area of a receiver. And Marcus jumps up and got a hand on it and broke it up. So another fourth down here for South Atlanta.
Marcus done all he could do on that ball, and it was a great coverage there.
4th down and 5 yards to go, and South Atlanta to punt.
Hand it to our offensive line. They got after the quarterback on that one.
Defensive line.
Yeah, defensive line. They chased him down on that one.
Yeah, he was rolling to his right and under pressure the whole way. There's the snap. The punt is going to get a pretty good punt. Javen's going to field it at the 20-yard line and try to come to his left. And we got a block in the back, and they're going to call it. And that was easy to see. I saw it from way up here. The block made it to 23, and that'll take it back to the 13-yard line. He was trying to block to allow Javen to get around the edge and just couldn't wait any longer for the defender to turn around and blocked in the back, hit him right square in the back.
Javen was kind of bottled up back there anyway. Even if he had got a clean block on that, Javen couldn't have made it out of that.
Good job of punt coverage by South Atlanta that time. We're going to have to block a little better if we're going to return one.
That's something we saw different on that, and we didn't go after the kicker.
Yeah, we're better off to go after the punter.
And
their punter with time had a pretty good punt. They say the block was made at the 20 rather than the 23, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 10. Moving from our right to our left, wind in our face this time. Bailey come back in, leads them off the sideline at quarterback. He's going to send Boozer wide to the right side of the field. He's got Z.J. Watley, Zorian Hendricks, Marcus Smith in the backfield with him. We're going to give it, fake the handoff to Smith. Bailey carries it himself, ran over a man at the 20-yard line, picked up another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down at the 23, moved the chains. Faked the handoff to Marcus Smith that time, and Bailey carried it 13 yards.
I tell you, when Bailey takes it downfield, it doesn't matter who gets in front of him because he's going to lay it to him.
He's got over 40 yards rushing tonight. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at the 22, maybe 21. Bailey in the shotgun. He brings a man in motion, going to give it to him this time. He's got a running room across the 25, 30, 35, 40. That's Z.J. Watley. They horse collar tackle and throw him out of bounds at the 45, and they'll tack on 15 yards. The ball carrier, the defender's trying to say he let go before he was out of bounds, but he did not.
No.
He had him by the horse collar and slung him around even out of bounds. And so whether it was a late hit or the horse collar, we'll wait and see what they called, but they'll add on 15 yards. He was out of bounds. He had crossed midfield and got to the 46.
He just wouldn't let go.
And it is a personal foul against South Atlanta. And so that's because he was a little too much extra out of bounds. He slung the ball carrier around. He didn't sling him down, but he had him by the collar and slung him around even after they had gotten out of bounds. Ball at the 31-yard line. Rockmart with a first down, another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down. Ball at the 31, 1st and 10. Juke Boozer wide to the right. They're in the wing tee with Smith in the backfield. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to give it to Zorian Hendricks. Cuts through the line of scrimmage. Runs over a man at the 25. There's a flag. Probably holding. This one's going to come back. That's a good cut by Zorian Hendricks. He cut it up between the guard and the tackle on the right side. It is holding against the Yellow Jackets. That's the second time tonight we've had holding. And that negates a pretty good run on a first down by Zorian Hendricks.
It's the first time we saw Zorian in a while run the ball.
Yeah. Ball was the flag marked off from the 26.
My A-plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard got Bremen now up 21-0 in the second quarter. Cedartown scored but missed the extra point, so it's 7-6.
Ball back at the 39. I guess that was at 29 where the penalty occurred. We're going to bring in man in motion. Bailey to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's got a man wide open. Zorian Hendricks at the 10-yard line. He made the catch. Uncovered out of the wingback spot and out of the backfield. Nobody covered him. That's the play we got a touchdown on last week with Z.J. Watley. This time Zorian, it was just a matter of whether or not he was going to make the catch. He had all day to wait on the ball. The ball got to him at the 10. He rolled out of bounds at the 9. It'll be first and goal at the 9-yard line. Juke Boozer comes off the field limping a little bit. And we got, looks like Marcus Smith in at quarterback, in the shotgun with Javen Watley, the running back. Steps up beside Smith. He's going to fake the handoff, and he is hit immediately, lost his footing at the 14-yard line. They were all over it. Nobody blocked anybody, and South Atlanta was in there all over Marcus Smith.
Oh, he's getting.
And he has thrown somebody out of the ball game. I don't know who it is, but somebody's been thrown out of the ball game, and there is yet to be a flag on the field. The official is calling a timeout. He's thrown a South Atlanta player out of the ball game. I don't know. We got a kid coming off the field with his helmet off. I don't know if he got through out of the game.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. He's getting some water, but he came off to cool down.
That other kid must have done something bad. When a white hat walks you off the field, it can't be good.
But I can't believe they didn't throw a flag.
So you throw a guy out of the game, but no penalty flag. Ball at the 12-yard line. Smith was hit immediately when he got the snap. First and goal from the second and goal from the 12, and Rockmart taking a long time to get this play called. They may have to take a timeout. Clock running, 8:30. Smith walks him up to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun. He's got Javen Watley in the backfield with him. They get the snap off. He's going to run it. He's around the right side, and he's hit at the 10, and he fumbled the ball. South Atlanta says they got it. South Atlanta says they have it, and they do. So they keep us out of the end zone. Rockmart leading 21-0, and turn it over on a fumble inside the 10-yard line. We try to just run the quarterback keep around the right side. Run your offense, Coach. Just run your offense is all it's going to take. We put in a different quarterback that time. They know he's going to run the ball when he's in there. Ball at the 8-yard line, first and 10 right there with 8:15 on the clock. South Atlanta with men late coming off the sideline after that turnover. Rockmart leading this thing 21-0 with 8:15 left here in the first half. They take a long time to come out of the huddle. South Atlanta inside their own 10 at the 7-yard line. They got a man wide to the left, quarterback under center. He's going to give it to his fullback. Nope, he faked the handoff, kept it himself, and picked up 2 yards, or maybe 3, got it to the 10.
Got a flag on the play. That's going to be
a little extracurricular.
That may be on us.
Play gains 2 yards to the 10. There is a flag on the play after the play was over.
And we'll see what it is. It's against Rockmart. And again, those are mistakes. Personal foul against Rockmart. And the coaches are talking to the players. They're letting their emotions get the best of them. There may be a little yapping going on from the other team, but you got to close your ears and play football, and we are letting them get in our heads at the moment. 21-0 though, with 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. This game is not out of reach for South Atlanta. Quarterback comes up under center. He's got a man wide to the left side, short side of the field. They're in the wing tee, South Atlanta is, and they're going to give it to the running back, and he's hit right there at the line of scrimmage after a short gain, though. He got almost to the 30, to the 29. They're going to spot it right on the 30, rather. It'll be second down and 6. Move it back to the 29, second down and 6, second down and maybe 7. Couldn't tell who was in on that tackle. All right, they're in that same formation. Wing T, quarterback, under center. Waiting long time here, going to give it to his running back. And he falls through the line of scrimmage, picked up a yard. Got it to the 30 that time, and it'll be 3rd and 5. Just handing it off, trying to pound it up the middle against this Jacket defensive front. Lined up in the wing tee and gave it to the running back. To the fullback, big kid. 3rd and 5 now. They're clearly in a passing formation. The The coaches for South Atlanta call the quarterback back over to the sideline and change the play. 3rd and 5. They're taking a long time. Both teams with both timeouts still. They break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage, the ball at the 30. They send the receiver wide to the right. They're still in the wing tee. Quarterback draws us off sides. We got a man jumped. He bobbed his head, extended the snap count, and he got a first down out of it. Offsides against the defender who was right over the ball. No need for that to happen. He was right over the ball. I've said it multiple times. We've made a lot of mistakes in this football game. Little nerves getting to us. Nerves getting to us here in this game. Still leading 21-0 with halfway through the second quarter. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, South Atlanta Hornets moving from our left to our right. They're at their own 35. They come to the line of scrimmage in the wing tee. Quarterback under center. Brings them 2 men in motion at once and no flag. He pitched it late. We pick it up. That's Dante Williams running the ball, running over people down to the 15-yard line. I'm glad they didn't call it. They had 2 men going in motion at the same time. The officials kept their flags in their pocket. The quarterback didn't know who to pitch it to. South Atlanta fumbles it. Rockmart picks it up. Big Dante Williams carried it down to the 20-yard line.
I tell you, they ought to put Dante in as running back sometime because he had guys on his back just toting them down.
Hey, I know what to do, coaches, on 3rd and goal from the 3.
That's
give it to big number 53.
That's heads up playing by Dante there.
Yeah, nobody acted like they knew the ball was on the ground. It was just rolling around. The quarterback had pitched it. They're arguing with the official, trying to say he pitched it forward. 1st and 10, the ball at the 21-yard line.
But they had 2 men in motion. They should have been a flag thrown anyway.
That play should have been blown dead. Thankfully, it wasn't. Rockmart in the wing tee. Got a man wide to the right. Bailey. He's going to give it to Javen, who's hit in the backfield. He gets away from the first man and not the second, third, or fourth, and he's going to lose about a half a yard on that play. We tried to run that speed sweep. They are all over that. They have seen the film, and they are getting through the line of scrimmage and disrupting the speed sweep. Rockmart looks to the sideline. They're going to send the receiver wide to the left, far side of the field. We've had to throw the ball some tonight to move it on them. It's 2nd and 11 from the 22. Bailey in the shotgun. Smith standing right beside him. He's going to give it to Smith. He's got a little blocking. Cuts back to his right. He's across the 15, still running. Inside the 5.
Go.
Touchdown, Marcus Smith. He would not be denied. He come to his left, cut it back to his right, ran through tackles and scores with 4:46. The senior is on a mission tonight to win this ball game for his team. He's had a good game. 27-0 now it's a score.
From the time Marcus got the ball in his hand, he fought for the goal line, and he got himself in there.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage, cut it back to his right, broke about 3 tackles between there and the goal line. Noah Hughes to kick. Again, they do not contest the extra point. It's 28-0. The kick is good. With 4:46 left here in the first quarter, Rockmart leads over South Atlanta.
Did you know that Rockmart has its very own coffee house? Be sure to check out our trivia night Friday nights and our acoustic live music sets during the South Marble Coffee House music series Saturday nights. We are South Marble Coffee House located at 212 South Marble Street. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook under South Marble Coffee.
Mitchell Chiropractic and Wellness at 111 Felton Drive helps people achieve their wellness objectives by combining skill and expertise. If you are experiencing headaches, back, neck, or leg pain, call today at 770-684-4963.
With a set of BF Goodrich tires, you can do more than test your limits. You can crush them. Now you can tackle some of the toughest conditions on earth with a little extra savings.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, Jack, it's up now 28-0 here with 4:46 left in the second quarter.
And Noah Hughes kicks another one off the side of his foot. He has taken his eye off the football. He has taken his eye off the football. He almost missed that football. He kicked it off the side of his foot. It went out of bounds at the 43. They're going to put somebody else in there to kick off. He almost missed the ball. The ball went off the left side of his foot. And so the senior having trouble kicking off for some reason tonight. He's over here trying to get the mud out of his cleats, but you're going to have to ignore the muddy track and just kick the ball. They spotted at the 48. Great field position for South Atlanta with 4:46 left here in the second quarter. These are the kind of mistakes you cannot make. We've got to play mistake-free football the rest of the way, and you'll win this ball game. You're leading 28-0. Rockmart can't get the right personnel on the field. Now they do. Dante Williams comes off the sideline late.
He's still basking in that run he gave.
South Atlanta's got a man coming off the sideline late. They may have to take a timeout. They're going to get a penalty here for taking too much time. The play clock's been running for a while. Quarterback hurries, gets up under center, brings a man in motion, hands it off up the middle. He's got room. We're trying to tackle him at the 40. Finally get him down at the 35. Did he fumble the ball? Did he fumble it? Yes, he did. No, move the chains. He did not fumble the ball. Ball's down at the 35. Rockmart thought they had recovered it.
Tackle was made there by number 8, Tyler Abram.
They just handed it off to the running back. He went right through the middle of the defense, and that's what happens when your defense isn't ready. We had a defensive lineman coming off the sideline late. They ran it right through his gap. So they got it down inside the 35. This is the closest they've been to our end zone tonight. Quarterback going to hand it off again to that big fullback. He's running up the middle with a man on his back. Took it to the 30-yard line. He had Deacon Allen on his back trying to push him to the ground, and he kept his legs moving, picked up 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 5 now. They're just going to hand it off to that fullback.
Our A-Plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard update got Bremen up 21-0 over Union County. Callaway up 13-0 over Elbert County, and Hapeville Charter up 16-7 over Coosa.
Ball at the 30-yard line. Quarterback under center. They're in the wing tee. He tries to draw us off sides, gives it to that fullback again. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, got a yard out of it. It'll be 3rd and 4. We bring an extra defensive lineman in, number 52 for the Yellow Jackets. He's got a clean jersey, so you know he hadn't played much tonight. That's Jordan Rachel. I don't know why he hadn't been in the game much. We run a man off to the side. Number 22. We bring an extra defensive lineman in on 3rd and 3. Ball inside the 30-yard line at the 28. Maybe 29. South Atlanta quarterback got him in the wing tee with one receiver to the left, 2 tight ends. We've got a man in motion. He's going to run it up the middle, though, and they're not going to get a first down. They got 1 more yard. It'll be 4th and 2. They got to go for it here with 2:40. They're inside our 30. 4th down. It'll be 4th and 2. They got to go for it. They're down 4 scores.
Tackle was made there by number 53, Dante Williams for the Yellow Jackets.
Big play here, Yellow Jackets. 4th and 3. The ball at the 28-yard line. South Atlanta looks to the sideline. The coach holding the quarterback over there a long time. Clock running, 2:12, 2:10. They're going to take a timeout.
They don't want the Yellow Jackets getting the ball back.
South Atlanta is going to take a timeout with 2:08 and make sure they got the right play. We're going to take a quick timeout as well.
Hey everyone, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Super Center right across from Rockmart High School. Come find out why we're the region champs in the car business. Get a Days deal once, you're a customer for life. Enjoy the game. Go Jackets.
I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
TNT Insulation. Whether it is hot or cold weather, keep your power bill at a comfortable temperature by contacting TNT Insulation. Call today for an insulation inspection. Timmy Montgomery can handle your insulation needs. They also specialize in spray foam insulation. Call today at 770-864-1887.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Jackets up 28-0 here. Our A-plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard. Got St. Pius up 17-6 over Cedartown, and that's at halftime. And be sure to stay tuned at halftime for the Nathan Dean Agency halftime report. And Ryan and Robert's back there, and they'll be giving you the updates from all these region games. All these AA games going on that might be of interest to us. And that the one that we're looking at would be Union County and Bremen. Bremen up right now over Union County.
Jackets leading 28-0 with 2:08 left in the first half. It's 4th down and 2. Big play here for South Atlanta. Quarterback walks up under center with a receiver split out wide on each side. He's trying to draw us off sides, and they got a man move. They got a tackle on the left side that moved. They're pointing at us.
He stepped back.
But he stepped back before we moved, and that makes it 4th down and 7. 4th and a long 7, maybe 8 yards to go. 4th and 8. Ball back at the 33. That changes things. Now South Atlanta got to take it 8 yards for a first down. The receiver comes into the huddle late.
He don't even know what play they're running.
Now they're going to send him back to the right with 2 others. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun with 1 running back there with him. No tight ends. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right under pressure. We cut his legs out from under him. That's Ant Lester. Cut his legs out from under him at the 44 with 2:02 left in the first quarter for us to try to get a score. He didn't know how fast Ant Lester was. Ant Lester lined up, extra defensive lineman on a passing situation. They brought him in to rush the passer, and he did just that. Cut him down back at the 43-yard line.
That was a great play by Ant, just sneaking in there behind him and just got his legs out from under him. That was a good defensive stand by the Yellow Jackets.
So can we score with 2:02 left here in the first quarter? Do we have time? Boozer and Cooper wide to the right. The Watley brothers in the backfield with Bailey, and they all lined up offsides again. South Atlanta has lined up offsides about 4 times tonight.
I'm wondering, can they see the ball? Obviously they can, but they're leaning over the ball.
And we'll take the penalty, make it 1st and 5. Ball at the 37.
No, that would be the 47.
47. I'm sorry. Keep me straight. Official talking to one of the Rockmart offensive linemen pretty sternly. Snap, handoff to Javen Watley. He loses his footing, comes upfield. He's got the first down, got to the 45. They still haven't blown the whistle. They're still pushing him before they finally blow the whistle. And we got a man who cannot control his temper tonight. One of our offensive linemen. And they bring him off and bring a man in place of him with 1:50 in the
That's a Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down.
Yeah. Thank you to Clay Birch Boutique for sponsoring first downs tonight. Chandler Cooper, Boozer to the left. Bailey going to keep it. He's hit at the 40, picked up 4 yards. Bailey faked the handoff coming left to Z.J. Watley and ran it himself for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 with 1:25 and the clock running. Inside the 40, we got it to the 39. There's a beach ball bouncing around in the stands down here in front of us. It's a cool, breezy night for a beach ball. Boozer wide to the right. Cooper to the left. Bailey sends Javen to the right in motion. He's going to throw it. He hits Reed Couch at the 35, 30, 25. Steps through the tackle at the 20. Is out of bounds right there at the 21. Reed Couch made the catch, got out of bounds. Another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down with 1:03 on the clock and the ball down at the 21-yard line.
That was a good catch by Reed.
It was.
Just Dylan just tossed it out there in that little flat, and Reed took it downfield a few yards.
Tight end released late that time and got out in the flat on the left side, and Bailey hit him, and he made the catch, gained about 5 more yards. Bailey going to give it to Javen going to the right. He's got some blocking, runs through a tackle at the 15, gets down to the 12-yard line. He's tackled there after a 9-yard gain. It'll be second and short. Second and short. We're having to pull offensive linemen away from the defenders after every play. They are certainly yapping. 38 seconds left in this first half. Clock running. Bailey in the shotgun. Rockmart going to take it. Nope. South Atlanta going to take a timeout. In a 2nd and 1 situation with 33 seconds. We'll thank them for that timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout as well.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is. Thanks to a home equity line of credit from family, I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
If it is new landscaping or a landscape makeover, Four Seasons Landscaping can make it happen. They specialize in irrigation, plant design and installation, sod, and much more. Call 678-757-1616 for a free estimate. Four Seasons Landscaping, proudly sponsoring Rockmart High Sports.
Yellow Jackets play-by-play action continues on WZOT 101.9.
Play continues where Rockmart leads 28-0 with 33 seconds left here in the first half. We still got all our timeouts. Ball at the 12-yard line, 2nd and 1. Bailey brings a man in motion. He's going to throw the ball. He's looking downfield. He's got a man in the back of the end zone. Caught!
Javen.
Touchdown! Touchdown. Javen Watley. Indy comes down with the ball in the end zone from the wingback spot. He was covered. South Atlanta defenders thought he fell out of bounds, but something touched inbounds. He fell on the sideline about halfway back in the
I believe he held his feet in.
Something touched the ground inbounds before the rest of his body hit out of bounds because the official was standing right there on top of it. Rockmart leading 34-0. We've had to throw the ball to win tonight, and Bailey has done just that. There's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Our kicker is struggling tonight. We missed an extra point. It's 34-0 with 26 seconds.
Hey, we started on South Atlanta's 42-yard line off of that big 4th down play where Ant Lester came in there and sacked the quarterback, and that drive took us 6 plays, capped it off with a 12-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Bailey to Javen Watley.
Up 34-0 now with 26 seconds left in this first half.
I mean, we talked about some mistakes that we've made, but our defense has played very good and held South Atlanta to 0, and they ain't got very many yards, but our offense has been executing.
I tell you, this team, though, has not played well.
No.
They've
a
not
lot of
blocked.
mistakes.
They've not blocked at the line of scrimmage, and they've made a lot of mistakes.
A lot of penalties.
But we've made a lot of penalties, and we hadn't kicked off yet tonight. 26 seconds left, and the kicker has let this turf get in his head. He's looking for a dry spot. He's not going to find one. Just run up there and kick the ball. Leading 34-0.
Stay tuned at halftime for the Nathan Dean Agency halftime report, where Brian and Robert will be bringing you all the scores from the playoff games going on tonight.
The kicker gets to it, gets his foot into it. High, short kick, fielded at the 28. The ball carrier just falls on the ball at the 30-yard line, and that's a better result.
Wasn't a
There's
great
a flag.
kick.
There's a flag. I don't know what that one is.
Number 14, Daryl Jacobs.
He throws it from way back here.
He did. He came from way back throwing that flag. He's calling the other officials in here. Going to talk about it with 24 seconds left. Rockmart's players were pointing at the South Atlanta players. The coach was pointing at them. And the official closest to whatever they were pointing at didn't throw the flag. Another official came in way late and threw the flag. And we'll see what it is. There's been a lot of extra stuff going on down there on the field tonight. And we'll wait and see what the call is. It is personal foul against South Atlanta.
I'm glad
some kind of late hit or shove after the play was over.
I'm glad the referee saw that and went ahead and took care of it.
He saw it from
way
back.
He
was about on the 50-yard line when he threw that flag.
He was probably giving the other official time to throw his flag and said, well, he's not going to do it, so I guess I'll throw mine.
They mark it off back to the 15-yard line. South Atlanta with 24 seconds left in this first half. They got a receiver wide to the left, quarterback trying to get his men in the right formation. And they're going to just line up in the victory formation and snap the ball and take a knee, maybe. Look for some kind of trickery here. And they will take a knee. They'll let the clock run out, and that'll be the end of the first half. Rockmart's going to go into the halftime leading 34-0 over South Atlanta, and South Atlanta players still talking to some of the Rockmart players as we go off the field here at halftime with leading 34-0 here at home.
Yeah, big first half for the Jackets. I tell you, I mean, it hasn't been a game. I mean, we've been able to run all over them. You know,
I mean, you're right, and we're up. You know, one thing the Yellow Jackets going to have to do this second half is keep their composure.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they're going to have to do.
And not make mistakes. Too many penalties in the first half. Too many mistakes on special teams in the first half. And allowing a couple of kicks to be returned, not kicking the ball as we should. Too many mistakes, but you still lead 34-0, so we can't complain too much.
Nope. All right, we're going to close it out here for the first half here at Rockmart High School, where the Jackets are up 34-0, and we'll get a word with Coach Parson in just a few minutes. But we're going to send it back to the station with Robert and Brian, and they're going to be bringing you the updates from all the playoff games going on tonight. You're listening to Rockmart High School football here on WZOT.
You've been listening to exclusive coverage of Rockmart High School Yellow Jacket football on WZOT 101.9 Hometown Radio. Presented by
the John Purser Allstate Agency, Floyd Medical, the Nathan Dean Agency,
The wait is over. It's game time on WZOT 101.9. This is Rockmart High Football, presented by
the John Purser Allstate Agency, Floyd Medical, the Nathan Dean Agency.
All right, welcome back to Rockmart High School football, and we are finishing up with the band here and getting ready for an interview with Coach Parson. They're coming out now, so we're going to try to get Michael down there in just a second. But the Jackets up 34-0 here at halftime, so it's been a big first half for the Jackets. There's been a lot of mistakes tonight on the Jackets' part, a lot of penalties here tonight. Things that we're going to have to work on the farther if we win tonight. That's something that's going to have to be worked on next week.
Yeah, thankfully the quarterback has played good. He's thrown some great passes tonight. And Marcus Smith, senior running back, has had a good night offensively and defensively, making some good tackles to stop a run at a time or two, and then broke up a couple of passes. Should have had an interception. But Marcus has had a good game, and Dylan Bailey's had a good game. He's got 2 touchdown scores.
Yeah,
right?
Dylan has got 55 yards on the night, and that's just rushing.
Yeah.
And Marcus, he's on 54 yards rushing right now. But we've had touchdown pass to Boozer, 13-yard pass. and then one to Zorian Hendricks. That was at 20-yard.
That was Z.J. Watley.
Yeah.
I mean,
Javian Watley for a 12-yard.
Yeah.
But
did we throw a touchdown to Zorian as well? We'll have to go back and look.
I'm gonna have to look back and see.
We're leading.
No,
34
we had we had Juke Boozer a 13-yard touchdown. But I know we had one.
Yeah, and then he threw another to Javen Watley
down there,
in back of the end zone on the other end of the field. So he's had and he's hit Reed Couch from the tight end position tonight. He's had some good throws at some critical moments. And so we're about a minute and a half away from kickoff here.
I think
and Michael's just about ready to talk to the coach. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with that interview with the coach.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
If you insure your house and your car with Allstate, you'll save money. Up to 10% off the auto bill and 15% off the home insurance. The Allstate home and auto discounts. More convenient, more reasonable.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
All right, we're back here, and we're waiting for Michael to get a interview with Coach Parson. As soon as he comes out, we will get that to you. I got a score from Cedartown, the Cedartown game. In the middle of the third quarter, St. Pius up 24-6, and we've got Michael down there on the sideline with Coach Parsons. So let's see what he has to say. All right, Michael. All right, hold on. Let's get his mic going down there. All right, Michael.
We're down here with Coach Biff Parson. Coach, we're up 34-0 at the half. First round of the state playoffs. Tell us about the first half.
Well, it wasn't very good. We had 2 trips in the red zone, didn't come away with points. That's the first time it's happened to us this year. We put the ball on the ground. We got too many undisciplined penalties, which is it's disheartening because that ain't what we're about here at Rockmart. So we're going to fix that. And our kickoff team, again, we're struggling, and I don't. There's no excuses with weather. They're facing the same weather as we are, and field conditions. We got to get better in that area.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Michael. And you heard it there from the coach. Some of the same things that we're talking about up here in the booth.
Coach Parson is always honest, isn't he? He watched the same game on the sidelines that we watched up here in the booth. And he doesn't mind telling it like it is. We're ahead 34-0, but he is not pleased. Undisciplined play and too many unnecessary penalties. The kickoff team has struggled, and we got another kicker in there to kick off here to start this second half. Kickoff team has struggled at times, undisciplined play, and then not taking advantage of opportunities to score when we get inside the red zone. And but still, we lead this team 34-0. Rockmart set to kick. Number 80 to kick for us. That's the kid that's not on our roster. And he's going to get his foot into it. He comes to the ball and drives it down to about the 34-yard line, and a fair catch called for. And South Atlanta will take over right there. So a high short kick, and that one was impacted by the wind. The wind was blowing hard across the field from kind of from the visitors team side to the home team side, and that ball took a left turn as it got in the middle in the air.
And I tell you, the wind has picked up here tonight. You can tell with that interview with Coach Parson, but if you look over there on the other side, they've got a tent set up over there that they get under, and it's about to blow away.
They've got their DJ under that tent. They brought a sound system and a DJ, and they've been playing their own music on their side of the field.
You can ask my ears while I was down there. It's getting cold.
Yeah, it is, to try to pull that All right, South Atlanta to the ball. Quarterback under center, going to give it to the fullback who's hit at the line of scrimmage. He's going to drive himself forward. Picked up 5 yards. Took it to the 38-yard line. Picked up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 right there.
Who got that tackle?
I don't know. He ran right in the middle of Rockmart offense. There was a big scrum and he only picked up 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6. So with the clock running here in the third quarter, receiver split to the right, short side of the field. They're in the wing tee, quarterback under center, and he's going to fake that. Gives it to his fullback. I thought he faked the handoff. He picked up 2 yards, fell forward to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4, rather, the ball at the 40-yard line.
I think that play, Kyron Roberts, number 22. I think he kind of tripped him up on that.
Big 3rd down here for the Yellow Jackets. Early here in the 3rd quarter, it'd be good to get a stop and get this South Atlanta offense off the field and get the ball back. We took the opening snap inside the 10-yard line and didn't score. That's what Coach Parson was referring to in his interview. One of the times we got down and didn't score. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to turn, hands the ball off to his running back. Nothing happening there. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. No gain. It'll be 4th down right at the 40-yard line, and they're going to have to punt. So a good start for the Rockmart defense as they force South Atlanta 3 and out here to start the 3rd quarter with 9:02 and the clock running on the clock. Punter into the game. He'll be standing back at the 25-yard line.
Got an update from Cedartown game. St. Pius now up 31-6 over Cedartown.
Bad snap, and the punter is hit before he could snap the ball, and we have recovered it. The punter picked up the ball, and we tackled him before he could get it away.
Peyton
he took
Morris.
a hard lick. Who hit him?
That was number 5, Peyton Morris, laid the lick on him and picked the ball up.
He is not a big kid, but he is a hard-hitting young man. He has made some big licks this year, and none bigger than that right there. He ran all over the punter as the punter was trying to come down with the snap.
That snap had a hang time on it.
They all have for them.
Yeah, he snapped the ball straight up in the air, and by the time the punter caught it, Peyton Morris was all over him. He just tackled the punter, the ball rolling around on the ground, and Rockmart recovered at the 22-yard line. We're going to send 2 receivers to the right. Bailey in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Javen Watley. Following blockers around the right side. He's across the 15, 10, touchdown if there's no flag. Rockmart has scored on the first offensive play of the 3rd quarter. Maintain composure, young men out there on the field. South Atlanta players talking to that lineman. It's had trouble all night long. Rockmart now leading 40-0. We got to get him out of the game. And South Atlanta still talking to him. And I hope they have not just thrown him out of the game. They are walking him off to the side. And coach is not happy. I don't know what's going on. I hope he didn't just get thrown out of the ball game. He would not get to play next week. No flag, but a lot of talking. And that young man is not able to maintain his composure. And Rockmart going to attempt the extra point. Leading 40-0 now with 7:41 here in the 3rd quarter. That'll pretty much put it away, I believe. They come in and try to feign an attempt at blocking that one.
Yeah.
Rockmart now leading 41-0. Let's take a quick timeout.
Alvis Miller & Son Funeral Home, being the only locally family-owned and operated funeral home in the area, they give wonderful personal attention to you and your family. To find out more about their services, call 770-684-5437 or visit alvismillerfuneralhome.com.
For a down-home feel and some of the best food around, there's only one place to go. The Steakhouse at 414 Baldwin Road in Rockmart. The Steakhouse has a variety of steaks, seafood, and chicken. Wednesdays are country nights with home-cooked meats and vegetables. Be sure to check out their all-you-can-eat specials every Thursday night. Don't worry about cooking those Sunday after-church dinners. Go to the Steakhouse and let them handle it there. 414 Baldwin Road in Rockmart.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here on one play. The Jackets score a 23-yard run by Javen Watley to put the Jackets up 41-0.
And there's the kick. Bad kick again, fielded at the 35.
That was a new kicker.
There'll be no return, and that one went off the side of his foot.
I'll tell you, there must be a magnet right over here because they have kicked it every time to about the 35 or 40-yard line.
Yeah, we cannot kick it past the 35-yard line tonight. Our kickers are struggling with this wet turf. It has gotten into their heads.
All right, so 7:15 and the clock running here in the third quarter. Jackets up 41-0. Stay tuned after the game tonight for the post-game show. Call in and talk to the guys and listen for Coach Parson. He'll be calling in a little bit later.
I would not have expected this result. We're leading 41-0 halfway through the third quarter, and there's a running clock. We've got a running clock in every fourth quarter this season. And South Atlanta is going to take a lot of time coming out of the huddle. They had a man coming off the sidelines late. They can't get the right personnel on the field.
That was one thing they talked about, them not being disciplined.
And now the center has run to the ball. And Rockmart's saying they're going to pick it up and run with it. The center picked up the ball and then sat it back down.
It's Rockmart's ball.
There's a timeout on the field. South Atlanta took a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well and come back after this commercial break.
Hey everyone, Jeff Bailey here with Days Pre-Owned Supercenter right across from Rockmart High School. Come find out why we're the region champs in the car business. Get a Days deal once, you're a customer for life. Enjoy the game. Go Jackets.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
TNT Insulation. Whether it is hot or cold weather, keep your power bill at a comfortable temperature by contacting TNT Insulation. Call today for an insulation inspection. Timmy Montgomery can handle your insulation needs. They also specialize in spray foam insulation. Call today at 770-864-1887.
Hey, we have put in the second string here halfway through the third quarter, leading 41-0. We've put in a lot of the second string guys. And South Atlanta is confused. Quarterback under center. He's got a man going in motion to the right. He hands it off to a running back and who is through the line of scrimmage, and we're finally going to tackle him at near midfield at the 50-yard line. Those youngsters finally tackled him. Jai Pinson on the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 50. We're leading 41-0, clock running. And
still got a few starters in there. Dante Williams is in there. Dante's still in there, number 53.
Ant Lester in. He's the guy who made the big sack late in the second quarter. They send the receiver wide to the right, South Atlanta does, and one to the left. Quarterback walks up under center, back right behind him in the backfield, and they're going to give it to him. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage by those defensive linemen, picked up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Tackle made there by number 53, Dante Williams, and also number 22, Kyron Roberts.
We need to get away from this game without getting anybody injured and nobody thrown out.
Yeah.
And either one can happen on a wet turf and on a game when they're doing a lot of talking. Clock will run continuously, though. 2nd down and 7. We're up by 41 points, 41-0. Got a receiver wide on each side of the field, quarterback under center. They line up in a lot of different formations. A lineman pointing at different men. Now they get down and get ready. Quarterback going to take the snap and run it himself, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and nothing happening there. Maybe a yard out of that, and it'll be 3rd down and about 6 to go. Ball at the 46-yard line on the Rockmart side of the 50, and there's a South Atlanta Hornet down on the turf, and they're going to have to bring in somebody and check on him, and we're going to take a timeout. The officials have called a timeout, and we'll take one as well.
If you insure your house and your car with Allstate, you'll save money. Up to 10% off the auto bill and 15% off the home insurance. The Allstate home and auto discounts. More convenient, more reasonable.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. T-La-Lay31 writes, having dinner with my little buddy at Chick-fil-A and he found the slide. We may never leave. Aw, sounds like fun, T. It's the little things that bring kids to the dinner table. Now, getting them off the slide, that's another story. May we suggest nuggets and dipping sauce? Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
And now more exciting Rockmart Yellow Jackets football on 101.9 Hometown Radio.
All right, the South Atlanta Hornet walks off the field on his own power. Clock running, 4:07 left in the 3rd quarter. They got the ball at the 46-yard line, and it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. They've got to get it to the 41 or to the 40.
I tell you,
3rd and 6.
They had all that timeout, and they act like they don't know what play they're running.
Yeah. 3rd and 5.
I believe
They're
they go
still
through the
looking at
ball.
one another. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 or 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. The linemen aren't set. Now they're going to snap it. Quarterback under pressure, short-armed the ball and just got rid of it. And it'll be 4th down.
That was obvious they were going to pass because one of the linemen, when he walked up to the line, he was motioning pass.
Yeah. So it'll be 4th down, and South Atlanta will be forced to punt. And our punt return team will come on the field, and we'll wait and see who they send back deep. I think we're going to send Javen back deep to receive. If you get it, nope, we're going to bring Keyshawn McCullough, number 39, in there, youngster, to receive this punt. They had a man wanting to go back there to receive it. But Keyshawn's going to be standing back at the 15-yard line.
He might be too deep based on what I've seen.
Yeah. If we put any pressure on this punter, he will high snap. He has to back up about 5 yards. The ball's rolling on the ground, and he falls on it at the 36-yard line.
Another good field position for the Yellow Jackets.
He gets up and spikes the ball. That should be a penalty, but they will not call it on him.
A little mercy here tonight.
Yeah. Very high snap. He had to back up about 5 yards to catch the ball. And when he did, he lost it. It hit the ground, and he just had to fall on it. They've struggled to punt tonight.
All night long.
2 minutes left in the ball game. Ball at the 38-yard line.
In the 3rd quarter.
In the 3rd quarter, that's right. I'm wishful thinking. I'm wanting to get us off the field here without getting anybody hurt. And we're going to send in a 2nd-string unit. Kind of mop-up duty here in the 3rd quarter. Javen Watley at quarterback. He's got number 21 in there at running back. That's Keelan Pitts. And we moved early, no flag. Hand off to Pitts. He's across the 30, inside the 25, and falls down there at the 23-yard line. That's another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket, 1st down. Visit Clay Birch Boutique at 1705 Nathan Dean Bypass. So they got beautiful clothing and unique gifts. Go by and see Tracy or view their products at theclaybirch.com. Rockmart in the shotgun. Receiver wide to the left side. Javen Watley brings a man in motion to the left. He's going to hand it to him. That's Zorian Hendricks. He's upfield. 10-5. Touchdown. Zorian Hendricks has scored here to make it 47-0. Rockmart over South Atlanta. And this team has quit on us.
That was a good run by Zorian.
South Atlanta didn't even try to tackle him. He ran the ball about 22 yards, and nobody touched him. And they have literally quit. with 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the clock is stopped while we kick this extra point. Last week, they ran it even in these moments. The whole second half. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that makes it 48-0. Rockmart leading in this ball game. So we'll take a quick timeout and be right back after this commercial break.
For a down-home feel and some of the best food around, there's only one place to go. The Steakhouse at 414 Baldwin Road in Rockmart. The Steakhouse has a variety of steaks, seafood, and chicken. Wednesdays are country nights with home-cooked meats and vegetables. Be sure to check out their all-you-can-eat specials every Thursday night. Don't worry about cooking those Sunday after-church dinners. Go to the Steakhouse and let them handle it there. 414 Baldwin Road in Rockmart.
Barnett Heating and Air has been in business for 16 years, earning the trust and respect of the folks in our area. They install and service all brands of equipment, but specialize in new installations of train equipment. Barnett also offers 24-hour emergency service. Phone 678-757-8512.
Love your drive in any season with Michelin tires and experience a confidence-inspiring combination of luxury and performance. Now you can welcome every drive with a little extra savings.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, we're back here. Jackets up 48-0 here in the third quarter.
The kick bounces at the 25. They run it up to the 31, and we tackle him right there.
I got a A-plus Storage Solution High School scoreboard update. Got Callaway and Elbert County, they're tied up at 14. Got Rabun County up 44-0 over Spencer. Heard County up 42-22 over Monticello.
42-22?
Yes.
This first round is putting up some big numbers around the area.
And the clock's running here. I don't think they'll get another play snapped here before the end of the third quarter.
Bremen up 21-3 over Union County.
21-3. Looks like we'll be playing Bremen next week right here at home, right?
That's the way it looks.
We played Bremen in the preseason game, and at halftime they were leading. As the clock sounds here at the end of the third quarter, we're going to take a quick timeout.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is. Thanks to a home equity line of credit from family, I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
If it is new landscaping or a landscape makeover, Four Seasons Landscaping can make it happen. They specialize in irrigation, plant design and installation, sod, and much more. Call 678-757-1616 for a free estimate. Four Seasons Landscaping, proudly sponsoring Rockmart High Sports.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Now back to the game on WZOT 101.9.
All right, as we start the fourth quarter, Jackets up 48-0 here over the South Atlanta Hornets.
It ain't been much of a bee battle here tonight, has it?
It has not.
All right. South Atlanta with the ball at the 31-yard line, moving from our right to our left into the wind here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback got him in the wing tee. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to his running back, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a yard. I believe he did lose a yard. Rockmart got a man slow to get up off the turf. Run, clock, run. South Atlanta lost a yard. It'll be second down and 11. Hey, just looking at the forecast, it's supposed to rain Monday and Tuesday next week. I think Wednesday as well. We need some dry, windy days and dry out this field before we play Bremen. Bremen is a team that likes to run the ball up the middle. They will enjoy a wet, sloppy turf.
If it hadn't have been if it hadn't have rained this afternoon, they were going to bring a couple of helicopters in to dry this field off.
Really?
They were scheduled to come in, but since it rained this afternoon, they couldn't bring them in.
2nd down and 11, the ball at the 30-yard line, right across the 30. Quarterback got him in the shotgun. He dropped the snap. Rockmart's going to fall on it, and it'll be Rockmart ball.
I tell you, he dropped that and didn't make no attempt to go after it.
He dropped it and watched it roll away from him and just stood there, and Rockmart recovered.
These boys are ready to go back south of Atlanta.
Yeah, they are. They're ready to get back on them big Harmon Brothers charter buses and go back
I've
home.
took a trip on a Harmon Brothers bus before.
Have you?
Yep, right here at Rockmart High School.
Ball at the 30-yard line now with 10 minutes left in the ball game. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets after recovering a fumble. And one of the South Atlanta coaches just left the press box, and he has not looked happy all night long. He came in upset.
He's went in and out of the booth a bunch tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing, but
He has gone in and out a lot. We come to the line of scrimmage, taking all the time we can. Javen Watley, the quarterback, he's going to take the snap, give it to his running back, who comes around to the right side. He's across the 30. They're going to try to strip the ball away from him. He gets inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line, picked up about 5 yards, maybe 4 yards.
That was number 21, Keelan Pitts, on the carry.
Pitts running hard. I believe this is still their first-string defense for the most part.
be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by Dean Presley Flooring. And they'll be giving you all the scores from the first round of the playoffs.
There's the snap. We're going to hand it off coming around the right side. That's Mekhi Floyd, and he's inside the 5-yard line and almost scored. He got it to the 3-yard line. Mekhi took the handoff, the speed sweep around the right side, and took it inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. And there's a flag because this one's coming back. The players are coming back. I didn't see the flag, but there is one out there somewhere. Holding on Rockmart. So that long run by Mekhi Floyd will come back, and they'll mark off a 10-yard penalty from the 25, and it'll be first down and about 16 yards to go. 2nd and 14, rather. The ball at the 35. Watley, the quarterback, takes a snap, high snap. He's just going to keep it himself. He's across the 35, and he's down and knocked down at the 32.
Tackle on the play by number 7, Nakeem Smith. It'll be 3rd and 12.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
And on the call-in show, be sure to listen. Coach Parson will be calling in. You can call in, talk about the Jackets. Call in there to WZOT, and they'll get you hooked up there and let you talk about the game a little bit and talk about the Jackets.
It's a good win tonight. Rockmart leading 48-0 with 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. Quarterback going to have to keep it. He's across the 25, 20, still running. They're trying to tackle the ball. He's inside the 5 to the 2. And right there is where he's down at the 2-yard line with 7 minutes left. That was Javen Watley. It was kind of a high snap. He just had to keep it himself, ran it up the middle, and took the ball down to the 2-yard line, and this one stands. They don't bring it back. And we'll see if we can get in the end zone now from right there, the 3. The ball's on the 3. Javen takes the snap, gives it to his running back, who dives for the goal line, fumbled the ball. They say he scored. Ball came loose when he hit the ground. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
That was number 21 on the carry, Keelan Pitts.
That's a good thing for that youngster to get a touchdown. He's a junior, but he plays mostly on the defensive side, plays offense in these mop-up duty moments. He plays a lot on defense and linebacker. But he gets a score. That may be his first score of the season here in the playoff game. Now Rockmart leading 54-0. These young men from South Atlanta came in tonight and got off the bus and warming up. We were a little concerned about their size and maybe even their speed, and it has been all Rockmart. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message.
I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Did you know that Rockmart has its very own coffee house? Be sure to check out our trivia night Friday nights and our acoustic live music sets during the South Marble Coffee House music series Saturday nights. We are South Marble Coffee House located at 212 South Marble Street. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook under South Marble Coffee.
It's Timbo's Smokehouse on the Move, barbecue, ribs, and pulled pork. Look for Timbo's gleaming white food truck in front of the Raceway in Rockmart, Georgia on Thursdays. That's Timbo's Smokehouse, smoker in tow and barbecue to go. Call for catering too at 770-634-3840.
All right, we're going to give somebody else a try to kick it off. Here's Mr. Janzetich. He kicks it off pretty good. Back to the 20-yard line. It bounces and rolls to the 15. They finally just down it. And the ball is down at the 15-yard line. And that's where South Atlanta will take over.
Looks like we'll probably be playing Bremen next week here. Bremen now up 33-3 over Union County. So it's going to be a rematch of that scrimmage game, the first scrimmage game we had.
Did Bremen finish first or second in there?
They finished third, I believe.
So
yeah.
They beat a second-place team.
Yeah.
And they're going to come in here next week. They're in a tough division, I tell you.
Yep. St. Pius is up 38-6 with 4 minutes left in the Cedartown game.
How much?
38.
38-6. They're taking it to Cedartown. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game, and the South Atlanta team is in no hurry to get to the huddle. Taking all the time they can to get to the huddle. The officials are now, I don't see how this couldn't be a delay of game, but
I think they're just ready for the game to be over with.
They're as ready to go as we are.
They're as cold as everybody else sitting out here. Yeah.
Quarterback under center going to take the snap. Nobody to hand it to. He turned around to hand it off, and his running back hadn't moved. There was nobody to hand it to. That's
tackle was made there by number 51 for the Yellow Jackets, Jamal Thompson.
And the ball back to the 12-yard line. The quarterback turned around to hand the ball off. The running back was on the other side of him and hadn't moved. Clock running, 2:57 left in the ball game. Ball back on the 11-yard line. Rockmart leading 55-0. This has been
the crowds.
The crowd's thinning out now. I guess
they're going to get warm.
I guess that when we scored that 55, that last touchdown, that sealed it for them.
They said, "Well, that does it. I'm going home now." 48-0 wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
55 is they're going home.
I tell you, if I was out there in that wind, I'd be headed to the house too. It's definitely cool.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. South Atlanta comes to the line of scrimmage. At this pace, this could be the last play. Quarterback walks up under center, sends a man in motion, and turns and pitches it to him, and we fall on it. Did we fall on that pitch?
I think they got it back.
He just pitched it up in the air to his back, going in motion around the right side. And he is very lucky that he didn't lose that ball. He recovered his own fumble. It's third down and about 20 yards to go. Ball all the way back to about the 6-yard line with 1 minute and 45 seconds left. This could be the last play of the ball game.
I believe South Atlanta wants it to be the last.
Well,
they're playing.
The play clock went from 25 to 45 seconds of play.
The quarterback has come off he's just now trotting into the huddle. He's got to go snap the ball one more time, it looks like, maybe twice.
He's got to be wore out because he has to go all the way about to the 30 or 40-yard line to get the play.
His coach should come down to meet him, but he doesn't. He's under center, going to pitch it again, coming left. Little guy gets around the left
It's
side
slick,
and
boy.
slides down. I hope nobody's injured down there. The way he slid down.
You can see the water coming off the field.
12-yard line, and he gets up limping.
He kind of, the way.
See his streaks?
His knee kind of slid out from under him. I mean, the way he slid, his knee got bent up under him. But he's walking it off to the sideline. 40 seconds left in the ball game. They'll spot it at the 12. The officials are not going to make them run another snap. They're going to send in the punt team. But that'll be it. And 23 seconds left, and the official's still standing over the ball. And he's going to now pick it up. He's going to put a dry ball down. And they will not have to run another play. 14 seconds left. Rockmart's going to win this thing 55-0 here in the first round of the state playoffs. Will advance from the round of 32 to the round of 16 and play Bremen next week here at home. So hopefully between now and then we won't get too much more rain, and this field will have a chance to dry out a little bit.
Yeah, and it's me and David were optimistic coming into this. We were scared.
We were.
I tried to tell you both of you.
I tell you, when you saw them get off the bus, they're a lot bigger than we are.
Well, that goes to show you what the Rockmart Yellow Jackets are. I'm not going to, kind of made of, but we were more physical.
Yeah, we out-physical
yes,
the bigger team.
Yes,
and we certainly were more disciplined than they were, even though, as Coach said in his halftime interview, we didn't play with a lot of discipline. He wasn't happy going into halftime.
No, but I tell you, the Yellow Jackets, they fought hard all game. We just put it to them.
And we're going to face a different Bremen team than we saw in that scrimmage game. So we're going to,
but they're going to face a different
team
Rockmart
too,
team
right?
than they saw, because we had 2 days of practice with pads on when we played Bremen in that scrimmage. I think we ran about 3 offensive plays in that game. We just kept running the same play over and over and over, because that's probably all we had installed.
And we couldn't even touch the quarterback. We couldn't even really play defense against them.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know that game is any indication of what either one of these 2 teams that'll be on the field next week will be in that game. But
no,
that will be a different ball game than what we played here tonight. Bremen will be well coached.
Bremen will be well coached.
They'll be well disciplined,
and they'll be physical too.
They will. They'll try to run the ball up the middle on us, and we've been susceptible to that.
And they can pass the ball too. If I've some of the games that they've played, just seeing some of the passing that they've done with it, it's going to be a well-rounded game that we're going to have to play next week on defense.
I mean, congratulations to the Yellow Jackets. They come here this Friday night. They played a bigger team, but we proved we were much more stronger, faster, and our will was there. So, congratulations.
Well, it's just a better coached football team.
That's right.
Right.
Rockmart was tonight, and the score 55-0 here in the first round of the playoffs. Hey, there's only 16 teams left in this thing.
Yep, and so next week, tune in. We'll be back at the Coach's Show. Have Coach Parson down there and be bringing you all of the just see what he's got to say about tonight, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of what he said at halftime about the discipline.
Hey, we missed the opportunity tonight on that last drive where we scored to say that we had another Clay Birch Yellow Jacket first down. Thanking the Clay Birch Boutique for sponsoring first downs tonight. Go by there and visit them at 1705 Nathan Dean Bypass.
Yeah, or go to theclaybirch.com and see what all they've got. I might need that next week, David, but that's all right.
You can print out another one, Mark.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to close it down here, and thanks for everyone for tuning in tonight, and we'll be sending it back to the station, and we'll have Brian and Robert and Drew. They'll be bringing you all of the updates from all over the state of Georgia tonight as the first round of the state playoffs comes to an end tonight. Jackets up 55 to nothing. Strike first here, and never look back on scoring. And so thanks for tuning in tonight, and we're going to send it back to the station. Brian, y'all take it away down there.
You've been listening to exclusive coverage of Rockmart High School Yellow Jacket football on WZOT 101.9 Hometown Radio. Presented by
the John Purser Allstate Agency, Floyd Medical, the Nathan Dean Agency,